Morning, morning, morning. How's everybody doing? It is Friday. I say Friday. All right, 12/12. All right, 13 days till Christmas. Get your gifts. Get with your family. Spend some time. It's gonna be a blast. All right, it's gonna be a blast. I get to play with my grandkids. I get to roll around on the floor. I have a blast. I have an absolute blast. All right, so enjoy your time with your family. It's important. Okay. All right, it's very important. All right, put the squamishes away and just show a little love. Show a little love, all right? Spread it around. All right, what do we got this morning, man? We got the weed stocks on the move here, all right? Weed on the move here. It's not April 20th. It's not 420. It's Friday, 12/12, but the weed is on the move here this morning, guys. We got Tilray on the move. We got Sandal on the move. We got Aurora Cannabis. We got Cron. We got CGC, all of them higher. All right, this morning. What else we got? We got Lululemon. Lululemon coming out here getting a new CEO. So, old guy, Ronald McDonald. His name wasn't Ronald, but his last name was McDonald. All right, so he's going to be stepping down, and we're going to get again a new guy in. So I think that is the same situation that we have like when a stock falls apart and we wait 3 days. We're going to wait for some time on this Lulu. Let this shake out, okay? We're going to let that shake out for right now. All right. So we'll see. So the White House is asking for reclassification. That's the reason what the weed stocks is talking about. Okay. So every once in a while he does this. He's like, yeah, we're going to do it, and then he doesn't do it. All right. So we'll see. We'll see. And even if they did. Would they really move exponentially? I mean, they probably could. They probably could make a move. I mean, we see that I'm talking about it, and we've made a pretty decent move here. All right, so weed better. American Airlines is higher on solid bookings. All right, we got that going on. Citibank and UBS are both higher this morning on the banks. Oracle is down 11% yesterday. Down another 1%. Down another 1% today. All right, Oracle. They do got Meta, and they got a couple of clients. They got that Nvidia, and that Nvidia is kind of a dead cat to me. So we got Oracle, and I gotta say, AVGO, Avgo. I'm no genius, but I sold my stock yesterday at 409, trading at 430. 340, 384. All right. I'm no genius. I'm just lucky. All right. So Avgo, a little bit lower here this morning too. All right. Google's a little bit better. AMD's a little worse. I mean, they're really a mixed bag right now. All right. So I would stay out of that group for right now. What I do think is if Avgo gives us a nice little run here, if Avgo and Oracle give us a nice little sheep run off the beginning of the day, I'd watch for that reversal back to the downside, and then look to see if maybe you can pick up something down there. All right, that's what we want to be the recipient of. We want the guys that are the last guy coming in with the ticket, with the sell ticket. I gotta sell this, and then man, that's the guy you want to buy from, okay? You know it, man. When he's dying to get rid of it, that's when you want it. All right, so Avgo, that's the news on this morning. Rocket Lab was a little bit of the news, but that one's going to be inside day. It's weed. Riven's a little bit better this morning, but it is still stuck inside day. Taiwan Semi is a little bit lower. Really, the big news is the weed. Weed is the biggest move thing today, so that's what we're talking about. We're going to go through some weed. I'm going to go through some stocks here real quick. I just wanted to show you my nice Bulls hat. And I did want to say, go Chicago Bears. We're playing the Browns. I mean, they're not that good. But next week we'll get the real challenge when we get to play the Packers again. It's been a long time. Okay, it's been a long time. All right, so I'm gonna flip over to the screen here. There we go. Now we're back in action. All right. So let's go through these wheat stocks here. Tilray on the move here, guys. 1171, 1180. All right, you got expansion, man. All right, coming up in this area right in here. So this was an island here, and it looks like we already went back into that gap anyway. Coming back up here now, 1063. You got a little pivot machine gun on the daily here. If they really want to start to go after this stuff, all right, right here. We're already though at 1173. All right, so if we would be looking to start to take up into this area right in here, and that's probably going to be the most challenging part, is to get the back up to these two bars right here. All right, so Tilray, better. All right, we'll see. It's reclassification. So, like I just said earlier, they say they're going to do it, but they don't do it. Cron, so every once in a while they throw him a little bone. And Cron's getting that bone this morning at 327, taking back up here. Look at that. That's 316. John 316. All right, but we're taking through there 327. All right, we got to probably go back before we can even find anything there. Right, even 316's right not even there. All right, so we're taking out all this, guys. All right, 327. All right, so that's going to be a big gapper to the upside on your daily. All right, Cron higher this morning, Tilray higher this morning, even Sandals moving here at SNDL. Two up on that day. That was a 312 day, and right now we're trading at 228. We're coming all the way back up in here. We did have an island there, and now it is filled this morning at 228, 229. All right, we're right up in here. So this is the battle right now. That's where the next battle is going to be raged on this guy right here. You got to get to 235 on that guy. All right, Sandal, better this morning here for sure. Cron, did I talk about Cron? I think I did. CGC. All right, CGC. Here's another one. Buck 13, buck 34, a buck 43. All right, so coming back up into this area, 143, we're coming up in here. All right, this is why we probably stopped up here, is because we ran into this guy. All right, so this is the next battle to wage with if you want to play with CGC. CGC is better this morning. Weed is really, really good. That's a nice little gift for a Friday. All right, I'm going to give you that. All right, better. All right, weed. Higher. You get it? Get the pun? Rocket Lab, I talked about that one. That's going to be inside day, though. So Rocket Lab, you're 62 and change. 62 and change. We're not really getting out of the side of the day here. So we're Rocket Lab. We're kind of stuck inside there. Lululemon, we talked about Lulu getting a new CEO. All right, so 188. I was in it, but I'm not in it today. I wish I was, because got a little prize this morning. $206 coming back up, guys. Pull that up on the daily here, and I think this one was an island as well, right? Oh yeah, there you go. Going to fill that gap. It already did. All right, it already got back into the gap here. All right, so don't get too excited about that. But nice move here, 207, guys. All right, coming back up into this area right in here. All right, so we're running up on these highs, and that's probably why we stalled out here on the overnights. They came to here, and they're like, okay, this is where things start to get weird. Okay, because you're going to get back up here. You're going to have to start fighting with this guy. All right, so that's a much bigger fight. All right, so Lulu better this morning. Oracle down again now. After down 11% yesterday, and down at about another 1% this morning, 197.58. All right, so that is inside day for sure. Like I said earlier, we're going to get a new bar in here. Look up for that run sheep run, and then they crap out, and then maybe we could be down there as maybe picking up some dead roses coming back down here. All right, on Oracle. We'll see if anything like that can happen. I think the same about Avgo. I'd love to get back into Broadcom, but I like 383 ain't my number, man. I'm like 370s. I'm feeling better around 370s. All right. Now this thing's coming down this morning. All right. Closes 380. Closed at. Well, it got up to the high at 409. What was the actual high on that? 409.30. I sold it at 409. All right. I want a ribbon or something. All right. 383 now this morning, guys. 383. We're stuck inside here. All right. So our next move to the downside would be coming down here to 370. That's where we want to be, guys. We want to be down here. If they want to give it to us down here, I'd be a little bit more inclined to say, yes, sir. I think I'll buy some of that there. All right. Sienna is better here this morning. It's lower. I'm sorry. It's a little lower, 238, but that's inside day. All right, so Sienna inside day, not much there. American Airlines on solid bookings to the upside. All right, 1521 on your, what are we, 1536. Actually, we're sitting right at yesterday's highs. All right, on 1520. This thing come back in a little bit here. Let's hold on here. I think this thing was higher. 1523. All right, so close to yesterday's highs. We're going to be right around yesterday's highs on American Airlines. Better there, okay. Citibank better here on your banks. 113.71 now on Citibank, taking day up. All right, I still think that Citibank is definitely top notch when you talk about banks. It's definitely one of the big guys. All right. It's 112.34 yesterday's highs, and we're going to 113.70, guys. So we're moving up slightly higher. All right, so 113.75 has just put up a high right there now on the overnights. So we looked that up on the big screen, see what we got here. Have we ever been there before? We might not have been. All right, that might be all-time high right there. Okay, so what happens when you go through all-time highs? You're in exhaustion risk because you've taken out all your time frames, okay? So be aware of that. I just totally screwed up that chart. All right, coming back in a little bit. I don't know what I did there. Shrink-a-dink. All right, coming back inside. Citibank better. All right, and UBS is a little bit better this morning as well. UBS already had a nice day up yesterday. 43.24. 43.24 going to take day up on UBS. Citibank and UBS. I think Citibank better than UBS, but two pretty damn good solid stocks. Okay, Riven. When you get the blues, you get Riven. All right, and today you're going to need to get some blues here. 1668, we're stuck inside day, but maybe we can get out of there. Riven, Ford finally broke out. I think Ford can go higher here. All right, 1363. General Motors moved up to $81. Ford is still lagging. I think $14 might be in play. I'll tell you this. 1396 to triangle out the year, and then if you really want to get agitated, 1470 if you want to take last year's highs out. Keep an eye on Ford. This 2-2 up right now, you might get 2-2 more days up, all right? I'm going to keep my eye on Ford. All right, General Motors is kind of already went out to sea, man. So I would let that thing alone for right now. It already had its moment. Now I'm starting to see Google pop up a little bit more, and I'm seeing Avgo is still stuck at 384. So garbage, man. Too much tech wreck right now. All right. For every three, there's at least 1.5 bad. It's crap. Nvidia. To get back up to the highs would be 212. No way on God's green earth that is going to happen. All right. And I'll say that out loud because I just did. But NVIDIA, this thing is garbage, man. Look at the weeklies and look at the month. All right. Shoot her down on month here. Come on. All right. NVIDIA, don't touch it. Don't touch it. It's just, it's garbage. The pump I had the pump yesterday, 11:30, a little higher again today, but inside day. We had this one yesterday on the gapper list, so I added again. I'm going to recap real quick. Weed stocks moving huge to the upside. Tilray trading at almost $12. Cron on the move. CGC on the move, and even SNDL is moving here in Aurora Cannabis. All the weed stocks to the upside. Trump says he's going to reclassify. He's never going to do it. They're never going to change the federal law. But every once in a while, they throw us a bone. So it's probably going to be short-lived. But watch the options. You might get some good action in the options on the weed stocks today. Keep an eye on those. That's pretty nice that they give it to us on a Friday. I like it. It isn't April 20th, is it? No, it's not. It's 12/12. All right. So anyhow, they could get more. They could get better with their days. All right. Boeing going higher, but I'd look for the move back to the downside. I think I said this before. I think Boeing's going to be better at the end of the first quarter. It's trying to find some cash. They're out there on the street every day, dressed up like Santa with a little bucket, saying, "Hey, money for Boeing, money for Boeing." All right, so they're trying to gather up as much cash as they can. All right, so I think I'm going to leave it there. Weed stocks, nice move to the upside. American Airlines, better this morning. Okay, solid bookings. That's what they said. All right. So American Airlines doing well. I think Delta's is just a stud, but it's already moved up so high. I kind of like American Airlines. Citibank and UBS, they're already up near the highs, but they're going to take another high up. I would be careful up there. Protect yourself if you're going to buy anything up there. The VEEV is on the move here this morning. The VEEV, VEEV. This one keeps continuing to drop. Lower again here. Closed at 229.49. We're back down to 221. All right, this thing's already crap on the year, and it wants to go shoot her all the way back down and just finish the job. Rocket Lab inside. Roblox falling apart again. RBLX. Good thing I didn't touch it up at 98 or 99. I was almost ready to hit the button, and then I said no. Okay. And now here she is back right down to $91 again. All right, this thing's garbage. All right, watch for the Oracles and the Avgos if they run, and then we'll be down there to pick them up when they come down. Taiwan semis lower this morning, and that's it, guys. That's all I got. All right, I will catch you up at noon or sometime around there. Be good.